My name is Jordan Smith. I just got my blood drawn. You should too. You're watching Martin Student News.
Applications for the 2023-2024 Science NHS Officer candidates are now available. Any new or existing members who are sophomores or juniors this school year can apply to be an officer next year.
Completed applications must be submitted online by Friday, May 5th, 2023. No late applications will be accepted. To have access to the application, you must scan the QR code.
If you have any questions, see Miss Pike in room 287D or Mr. Johnson in room 273.
Hey Warriors, we're coming to the end of another awesome school year. Did you meet the Italian students this year? Want to learn more about their culture and travel to see them during spring break 2024? Well, we have good news. To all interested in taking part of Martin's Italian exchange program for the years 2023 to 2024, you just scan this QR code on the screen. This is not a commitment, simply just an interest form. We can't wait to see you at the meeting.
Good morning, Martin Warriors. We're here with another episode of Money Matters, Tip of the Week. This morning, I am here with Corbin Thomas. Mr. Thomas, what's on your mind this morning?
Well, on my mind is about how I can retire.
Everybody wants to retire. Yes, that is true, Mr. Thomas. Well, I brought something to exhibit a strong retirement plan today. It is a four-legged stool. A strong retirement plan consists of 4 strong legs to hold you up during retirement. Let's talk about those legs, shall we, Mr. Thomas?
Of course.
What does the first leg represent, Mr. Thomas?
Well, the first leg is going to represent your Social Security.
Social Security is a great program provided by the government, but are we going to depend on the government solely for our retirement plan, Mr. Thomas?
Not bloody likely.
Not bloody likely, Mr. Thomas. No, we're not. What is the second strong leg of a good retirement plan?
Well, your second leg is going to be your 401k plan.
Where do you get your 401k plan through, Mr. Thomas?
You get that through your employer.
Through your employer. And when your employer says, hey, Mr. Thomas, would you like to participate in our 401k plan, what are you going to say?
You're going to say, yes, please.
Yes, please. What does that third leg consist of, Mr. Thomas?
Your third leg is going to be your IRA or Roth IRA.
Excellent, excellent plan. And what's that I stand for, Mr. Thomas?
Individual.
Individual. So who's responsible for that retirement plan? The government? Is the government responsible, Mr. Thomas?
No, it's you.
And finally, once we've got our Social Security, our 401k, and our IRA set up, a fourth strong leg of that retirement plan is what?
Your fourth leg can be a non-traditional investment.
Non-traditional investment. Give me an example of something like that, Mr. Thomas.
Like a small business or a rental property that you own.
What a nice, strong, four-legged retirement plan looks like. Let's see how it holds up in your old age. Oh yeah, that is a strong four-legged retirement plan.
And you can take that to the bank.
I am not Emily.
And I'm not Cece.
And you did not just watch Martin Student News.
Oh no.
We do not have a fun fact for you.
Get delivered.
And do not remember, don't be funky,
don't be fresh,
and don't be
classy,
warriors.
Martin.
Hi, I'm in a chair. Let's talk about baseball. There are many baseball legends famous for their baseball prowess. Babe Ruth, Jackie Robinson, Joe DiMaggio, etc. But the most exotic of them has to be Rube Waddell. A player for the Louisville Colonels, Pittsburgh Pirates, and the Chicago Orphans, who are now called the Chicago Cubs, among others, Waddell did not know how baseball worked, but was on the team because of his outstanding pitch, which he gained from throwing rocks at birds as a kid. His manager, Connie Mack, once promised Waddell an all-expense-paid fishing trip if he pitched for the second game of the 1900 season. Waddell threw a complete game shutout and then walked off to Pewaukee Lake for a fishing trip. Waddell's most known for his eccentric behavior. A usual game for Waddell would start out with him being late. He would walk through the stands, slamming random fans' beer, stealing and eating their hot dogs, and occasionally starting fights. He would then change into his uniform right in front of the fans without any underwear on. without any underwear on. I swear this is all true. If a fire truck were to pass by during the game, Waddell would quit what he was doing and chase after it. This was so common that some fans would pay the fire department to drive by during the game. After getting a 3-strike inning, he would celebrate by cartwheeling, somersaulting, and walking on his hands back to the dugout. This is a real person, by the way, I swear. Out of season, Waddell was most known for wrestling alligators in circuses and saving a multitude of people. He is noted to have saved at least 13 people from drowning, and in 1 year, he won 22 games, met, dated, married, and divorced Mary Wayne Skinner, saved a woman from drowning, shot his friend in the hand, and got bit by a lion. Where did you find this stuff? Waddell was present at both Hickman floods in 1912 and 1913, catching pneumonia. How do you say it?
Pneumonia.
Pneumonia. Waddell was present at both of the Hickman floods in 1912 and 1913, catching pneumonia both times. I said it wrong, didn't I? I said it wrong. What? How do you say it? Waddell was present at both Hickman floods in 1912 and 1913, catching pneumonia.
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 Not pneumonia. Pneumonia.
Waddell was present at both of the Hickman floods in 1912 and 1913, catching pneumonia catching a disease both times, catching pneumonia both times, and catching tuberculosis, which would ultimately kill him. And I promise I'm not making this up, on April 1st, 1914. There's so much more about Waddell that we're not able to fit into the segment, so I beg you to please look him up. We haven't even mentioned the amount of women he married, that time he got kidnapped by Pinkerton, or his acting career. Just do the world a service, look him up, you won't be wasting time. One take! Yes, yes.